Hi, I was looking at the big game data, and it sure looked like there were a lot of streaks. We just got out of a four in a row streak for Cal, and I was wondering if I could show that the streaks are not just me observing things as a human, recognizing patterns from randomness, but that they're actually there. So I took all of the data and I plotted um, the streaks. So on the x-axis, we have the number of games won in a row. So uh, if Stanford wins 2 games in a row, then this number would be up. And if Berkeley wins 2 games in a row, this number will be up. And then the red dot indicates if this were completely random, how many times it would happen. And that's a geometric series. And you can see that we have high streaks, 6, 7, 9. This 9 is very unlikely. Whereas for the lower numbers, we're sort of getting less of that. And so this kind of shows that the streaks are happening more often. They're higher streaks than would be random. So the second thing I looked at is the probability that you're going to win this year if you won last year. And I called that momentum. And with momentum, we're able to see that if you win, let me show you on the table. If Stanford wins last year, the probability that they win this year is 64%. If they lost last year, the probability is 47%. So they're much more likely to win this year. They're actually 35% more likely to win this year if they won last year than if they lost last year. And the same phenomenon occurs for Berkeley. They're 46% more likely to win this year if they won last year compared to if they lost last year. So that's why I call it momentum. You build up momentum. You're winning, you're going to continue to win. If you're losing, you're probably going to continue to lose, or you're more likely to continue to lose than if you won last year. And so I was wondering, what is the odds that if I just had completely random data and all of the wins or loses were independent of each other, that we would observe this? And the p-value for this is under 5%, so statistically significant that they're not independent, that there is momentum, that you're more likely to win this year if you won last year. So that's like a conclusion we can make pretty confidently. So then I was like, okay, well, why is that? Well, the thing is that if you have a team and players are playing for 4 years, then if there's the composition of the team from one year to the next year is pretty similar. Like 3/4 of the players are going to be the same. So if it's a good set of players, it's going to be a good set of players next year. Also, if the team's doing well, that should attract top recruits to want to join them, because if you're a top recruit, you'd probably want to go to a team that's winning, not a team that's been losing for many times in a row. So yeah, in conclusion, the big game is not completely independent each year. So you do know that if you won last year, you're more likely to win this year than if you'd lost last year, and that the streaks are an actual phenomenon. It's not just random noise, but that there's more likely to be streaks. Thank you.